The time is finally here to get seeds going. The weather is really beautiful, the birds are chirping, and I'm really excited. So as you saw in our other video, Tuppy and I selected our seeds for this year's garden. That meant getting outside and checking out the space. Now, quick little side note, does anyone know what these are? I'm trying to decide whether I should leave them or pull them out. Alright, so back to the seeds. So I've had these seeds that I've been collecting for a long time, and I want to check their viability before I put them in soil. So I decided to go ahead and do a little testing. All you need are your seeds, some plastic baggies, a Sharpie, and some napkins. I decided to cut my napkins in half to go ahead and save some of the napkins and just make them last a little bit longer, because you really don't need to have a full napkin to make this work. You then want to take the napkin and fold it in half. This way, it's ready for the seeds, since you're going to go ahead and fold it in half once more to cover the seeds. Now here we're adding some water to the napkin to make it nice and damp for the seed. So first up are my San Marzano seeds. These are a tomato variety that I'm really excited about because they're going to allow me to make a lot of salsas and sauces. So I'm carefully pouring the seeds out into my palm because I've learned that the seeds can go flying everywhere if you're not careful. I'm taking only 5 seeds from each of the packets to test them out. I made sure to leave enough room between the 5 seeds so there's enough room for each of them to sprout. I covered the seeds with a napkin by folding it once more. This way they have a nice, moist, damp environment to sprout in. Okay, label, label, label. This is something you definitely want to get into the habit of doing if you're going to be growing anything. So for each of the baggies, I decided to write down the variety, the date that I went ahead and put the seeds into the baggie, and also what kind of plant I'm testing out here. Ta-da! That's it. Super simple, but it's going to make a huge difference as you get to testing all your seeds. Here are some sweet peas that I got started. The sweet peas are really interesting because it's recommended that you soak them in water overnight to help them germinate. So I found a little plastic Tupperware that was just laying around and tossed them in there. Bloop, 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 bloop. Check out these little guys. So they look like little caterpillars. And there was one that was a renegade caterpillar, but I ended up finding him. Alright, so then the final step was getting all the baggies on top of the fridge, keeping them in a dark and warm location. I then wished my seeds all the best.